Hey YouTube, this is DKJames5 and this is another ZB question of the day. And this question was actually inspired by the owner of Clothes by Nature. She had a recent post, not on her Clothes by Nature's Facebook page, but on her personal Facebook page. And she had tried to talk a lady out of putting a relaxer in her 6-year-old daughter's hair. She even offered free products. She offered to do her daughter's hair for her. None of it worked. The lady she basically had it, like she's older. She has a 20-year-old. And I think she just couldn't handle, I think she said something about the detangling, because I'm looking right now just to see. She said something like, because she asked the lady why she was relaxing her hair, and she stated, it's just too much for me. So she said, yeah. Just like what I was thinking too, is she said she believes education on natural hair and how to care for it is key, So my question for you guys is, what advice would you give to someone who is thinking about putting a relaxer in their child's hair or even their own hair? What advice would you give them not to do it, to stay strong? And when I say in their hair, even if it's not the child, let's say if they're transitioning and they just can't take it anymore, it's just too much for them and they just want to put a relaxer in it, just say forget about it. So what advice would you give someone to help them to stay strong, on that hair journey? Because I understand that it is, like, especially I think about detangling. When I had my TWA, it didn't take a long time to detangle, but as your hair grows, it takes longer, long time. My desired hair goal length is mid-back length, and I know that it's going to take some patience, but also I think about detangling, and it will take a lot longer. I understand that, but I still want that length of hair, and I know that it does take a lot sometimes caring for your natural hair. I know you can keep it simple and things like that, but I'm just saying, so I would like to hear what advice I would say to someone. Please do your research and find styles, find ways you can style your child's hair so that you can stretch it for a little bit with not having to do anything to it, and some kind of style. What if you put in 2-strand twists and put it up in a ponytail? You could put it up in a bun with just a twist in. I believe that will make detangling easier. I would say if someone just researched and stuff, I believe they could find ways, to help make it bearable, to make it manageable. And that's what I would do. So, see, I'm the only person in my family that's natural. My cousin just went natural, but I do have family, and they still relax. One of them, she would like to go natural, but she would not want to do the big chop. My mom has gone natural before. I actually did the big chop for her, and I believe she would still be natural if she would have let me put that gel in her hair, because her curl pattern is a lot looser than mine, and she gets her hair, the perms put in, and so I believe her curls would look really similar. I've seen her hair wet. I've seen that, and I believe if I put some of that gel in it or something, I know it would look the same way. But you know what? I did the best I could, to share hair care tips and stuff, because they've even learned from me sharing with them about hair care stuff. So I just want to know, what advice would you give someone, to help them not put a relaxer in their child's hair, So I'm looking forward to your responses, and I will not have this on, I won't have this one to where you can rate this one, like it, because I don't want to get people all disliking, especially if they're not natural. I really would like to just hear this. I like to keep this positive, and so yes, I really would like to hear what advice you would give to someone to prevent them from not putting a relaxer in their hair. So thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to love the hair and body God gave you. Bye.